Okay, class, today we're going on a journey that some of you may be well versed in, and others, well, you're about to have your worldview slightly adjusted. The topic? Futanari. Buckle up, you pervs. You saw the thumbnail. Now, for those of you furiously Googling in another tab right now, wondering, what the hell have I clicked on? Let me explain. Futanari, often shortened to Futa, comes from Japanese hentai, but it's also more than just that. It's a cultural phenomenon, a part of an anime history, and today we're breaking it down like the degenerate scholars we are. So, where did Futanari come from? Glad you asked. We're diving into the history books for this one. Well, not your average history book. This one's more like a mix between a manga collection and a stack of 90s VHS tapes. Futanari, as a concept, has been around in Japanese art and folklore for centuries. This isn't some new invention of the internet age. Ancient Japan had legends, art, and stories featuring gender fluidity, transformation, and, well, characters with both sets of equipment. It's like the OG anime trope. Think of the Shinto goddess Inari, who could shift between genders, or characters in kabuki theater, which often played with gender roles. And then, fast forward to the 1970s and 80s in Japan. This is when we started seeing the modern iteration of Futanari popping up in manga, usually within eroge or adult-themed stories. That's where it really took root. Futanari became popular in doujinshi, basically fan-made comics, and exploded in the hentai scene. Because, you know what's better than regular anime girls? Anime girls with options. A whole lot of them, like they'd be packing that fat stack. Damn, so why Futanari? Now, let's get into the psychology. Why are people into this? Why do so many folks flock to this niche? Is it just a weird internet thing? Short answer, nope. It taps into a deeper psychological curiosity. We're naturally attracted to things that blur boundaries. Gender, in this case, is a big one. Futanari brings that best of both worlds vibe, and I mean literally. It mixes traits that people already like. Feminine beauty, curvy features, but adds a twist that throws expectations out the window. It's like when you go to a buffet and you're like, I want dessert, but also, I kind of want pizza, and ooh, let's throw some sushi in there. Suddenly, you've got this wild combination of everything on your plate. And it's amazing. That's Futanari. It's the ultimate combo meal. And let's be real, we all love combo meals. All right, now you might be asking, why is this so popular? Why are people out here actively searching for Futanari? First of all, don't lie. I know some of you were typing that into your search bar before I even mentioned it. But the appeal? It's like when you mix genres in music. Sometimes, mashing up two things you enjoy creates something new and exciting. Naturally, people are drawn to what's unexpected. Now, here's where things get spicy. Futanari isn't just a hentai thing. It's made its way into mainstream anime and manga too. Characters with gender fluidity, transformations, or mixed traits can be found in all sorts of media. So it's not just about the NSFW stuff. There's a whole range of things Futanari explores. Now let's fast forward to the modern age because, we can't talk about Futanari without talking about how it blew up, so to speak, on the internet. You ever been in an anime forum in the 2000s? It's like walking into a room and getting hit in the face with 1,000 GIFs, memes, and questionable search history recommendations. If you've been around long enough, you've probably stumbled across Futanari, whether you meant to or not. The thing is, the internet was basically designed to make Futanari explode in popularity. It's niche enough to feel unique, but widespread enough that everyone knows someone who's into it. It's like a secret handshake in the degenerate community. Don't pretend you're above it. Now let's dive into the cultural side of things. Futanari actually reflects some pretty progressive ideas. Gender fluidity, breaking down binaries, pushing boundaries on how we see identity. I mean, Japan's always been more comfortable with fluid gender roles in its art compared to the West. And Futanari, in its own weird way, carries on that tradition. It's a genre that challenges the ideas of this or that. It's a big middle finger to the concept of either slash or why not both? It's not just about being NSFW, it's about creativity, exploration, and honestly, just having fun with fantasy. And we're all here for that, right? Right. Why should we care? Now, some of you might be sitting there like, Professor, why should I care about this? First of all, if you've made it this far, you're already invested, so let's not kid ourselves. But here's the thing, it's important to understand the niche stuff, because if you can understand something like Futanari and why it appeals to people, you can pretty much understand how people interact with all kinds of media. It's all about curiosity, desire, and the need to blur boundaries. And hey, if nothing else, now you've got some fun facts to throw in a casual conversation. Imagine this at your next dinner party. Did you know Futanari has roots in ancient Japanese art? Instant party hit, right? Or, maybe not. Use that fact wisely. All right, you horny degenerates. Class dismissed. We've learned a lot today, haven't we? Futanari is more than meets the eye. It's historical, psychological, cultural, and, let's be real, a bit of a guilty pleasure for some of you. But that's okay. We're all degenerates in this together. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment about what other bizarre internet rabbit holes you want me to dive into next time. Until then, stay curious, stay respectful, and always stay weird.